Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to apologise for how all over the place these clips might seem. At this stage of the build, we really needed to get into the office as soon as possible as we had a time constraint. So it will seem a bit jumpy and there might be a few bits missing, so I do apologise, but hopefully you enjoy the video. Give us a thumbs up and leave any comments if you'd like to. Evening guys, so just a quick update. We've managed to get the roof on temporary. All the boards, I don't know if you can see, it might be a bit dark, but all the boards are on roughly. A couple of screws in to hold it down. Rubber is tacked under there, just some big drip. Tacked on the side, tacked on the back, and tacked on the other side. One thing I didn't do when I stuck these in is I only nailed them every 400 roughly to get them on the roof. So now I'm marking out my 400 centres roughly for all my bolts to go through to tighten them up, my coach bolts. So all I done was marked 400 centres down the one end, 400 centres down the other end, and then I'm just using my laser level, which is down here, which is then just hitting a straight line, and I'm quickly marking them with a Sharpie just so I can get my rough locations. 170 or 180 bolts to put in, 10mm holes plus my 17mm nuts to go on as well. So I'm going to try and drill all them tonight. Probably won't get them all in because it's quite late already. It's about 6:30, 7:15. But I'll try and blast through as many as I can and then carry on tomorrow evening. I'm quite happy that the roof's on so I can just work inside. So yeah, we'll keep updated. I have got a little bit of protection to stop water coming in from dripping off at an angle. Probably won't stop loads of stuff, but as long as it keeps it majority dry, because we've had quite a few wet spells of soaked the floor, which has been quite annoying. So yeah, I'm going to crack on doing this, get my little torch out, put the light on and go for it. Hi guys, so yesterday I did half of the nuts and bolts. I just finished drilling the rest, so when I banged them all in, I just need to tighten them and tighten the rest and then grind them all off. But because it's getting a bit late now, I'm just going to rip these panels down here for these two corners and that corner there. And I'll probably leave around the door until a later date. So I'm going to just try and get them on tonight and go from there. So I'm using my rail and my plunge saw, just make light work of it, so I can just cut the width, cut the height, chuck it on, bang, 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 bang. And then if I got enough light and time this evening, I might try to chuck the felt on and batten some of it just to hold you in place. If not, I will carry on tomorrow afternoon. And then on the weekend, my fascia soft and gut was coming, so I might be able to start on that. So just trying to push along. The next step then, once it's all watertight and the doors arrive, is we're going to start doing the cables. Going to plan where we're going to put some sockets and chuck all that in. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you a quick thing that I've done different to Liam as well. With the OSB, he mentioned that do 400 centres for your walls for plasterboard, and then you should also rip down your boards if they're 1220 by 440. As far as I'm aware, timber like ply and OSB always come in 1220s and 440. I don't know why, I just assumed that it is allowing for damage edges, etc. But on this build, I haven't ripped any of my boards down. I've actually just done them so you've got a join going all the way down here, and it just staggers out slowly, and then you can get bits like this. This timber's bone one way and bone the other way, but once I put my noggin in there, it will straighten it out, it'll all be flat, and you'll have no problems at all. The main reason I've done that is, one, time I couldn't be bothered ripping down however many sheets I've got on the outside, and two, is less waste. I can't really think of any other reason than a little extra structural support, but realistically, once you've got all your fixings down those uprights and across the head and sole plate, you're going to have no diagonal or lateral movement in the stud walls. I've checked all my walls on the corner with a laser just in case. I got cheap levels. I got I think it's Magnuson. Let me just check. Yeah, I bought a few years ago cheap Magnuson levels just to do my kitchen. I've never owned levels, I always use a laser level. And they said it was slightly out, which I wasn't too fussed about, but it just proves my levels are out because I checked it with a laser and they're spot on square. All my cuts are perfectly parallel, all my corners are perfectly flush, so I'm happy with that. So that's just one thing. You don't really have to rip your boards down, take that 20mm off the edge to make them 1200 centres. You can just stagger them. And as I said, once you fix a noggin in that side, push it in this side and fix it. That is going back. So you can see the lip there, and it'll just go flush. So that's just my personal thing. Just a little time saver for me, because obviously it's a one-man person. It's a one guy just fixing this shed all myself, 7 meters by 4 meters. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. Good morning, guys. So it is Sunday morning, just gone 9 AM. So back to the build. Yesterday I finished all the noggins inside the roof. I also finished all the metal rods inside the roof, cut them all down, which I'll show you now. And then I made a start on actually gluing and fixing down the roof. So I got about halfway through with all the OSB 3 ton and groove boards. So I'll just quickly show you internally. So there's the overhang, my rubber. The rubber's pretty much the same overhang on the other side, and it's perfect either end. I don't know why. I think it came in something like 6.5 meters wide by however long you want it. So I've got loads of overhang either end. So got the noggins in yesterday, used a little trick with the 45s in the corner for the cables. I've done mine a bit different to Liam's. I've done 1200 centres. I've staggered them either side, just trying to miss them, just so I can catch the ends of the boards on each board. I've got 2 rows down the middle, and because I've got a angled bit of shed, I've got 1 row there just to catch the last bit of boards. But yeah, ground off all the coach bolts. All these noggins are in. Everything inside is pretty much ready to go. Also, we started painting the feather edge, which will be on the back wall horizontally and the side wall horizontally, and which is fire rated paint. So we've got the intermittent paint going on this side, and then once that's done and dried, we're going to stick on a fire retardant paint on top of that as well. So it's a double protection up to 60 minutes, I believe they reckon. You can see all the glue that's coming out of the joints underneath here, which I'm looking at this now is a bit strange, because on top all the joints are flush together, no gaps. It must just be a manufacturer thing just to stop the bottom protruding and stopping it coming out. But yeah, I used the polyurethane expanding glue, the 30-minute glue, which was a nightmare. I ended up getting it all over my hands, which won't come off. As you can see, it's stained quite badly. Lovely. And also my boots were falling apart, so I put some in the end of my boots, and it's rock solid, so I'll probably start wearing off soon. But it's filled up a few gaps in my boots, so I'm going to crack on today with the boarding of the roof, just try and get that all finished, so then I can then trim my roof. I can put all my fascia soffit and gutter on the back as well, and just get all this glued down possibly today or maybe next weekend, depending how much I get done today. Hey guys, so I'm just waiting for the glue on the back of the roof to set so I can scrape her off, run my rails across, nip off all the overhanging bits of OSB. So while I'm doing that, I'm just waiting, while I'm waiting, should I say, I'm just putting my first bit of soffit on under here. I'm going to start working my way on the front for a half hour or so, and I'm going to jump back on the roof and trim all the back. And then I can start sticking the soffit underneath on the back and sticking the fascia on the back, and I can just temporarily trim the rubber to a rough length, because at the moment, as you can see, it's like almost a metre overhang on the front, a metre overhang on the back. The sides are pretty much perfect to just overlap the 5x2. So we're starting to make a bit of progress. Meant to be raining this evening, so I just want to try and get all the roof wrapped up, ready for another day, so I can just peel it back, glue it on, and then go from there. Hi guys, so as you can see, we are about to start doing the rubber roofing. I've got my roller kit ready. We've rolled back the rubber membrane, got the glue there, 2 tubs of glue and a soft brush. Natasha's going to be brushing the rubber while I decide to glue it. So we're going to do the one half now. It looks like we're about to start losing light, so it's about 6:30 usually. What's the time now?
Nearly 6:30.
Oh, it's nearly 6:30, so we're going to try and get both sides down if we can. I've swept, sanded, so hopefully everything's nice and dust free, and we're just going to go from there, get it glued down, and then I'm going to tack the battens on afterwards just to keep it from blowing off. Okay guys, so we got our first strip of glue down, and we're going to give it a roll. So Natasha goes down the other end and we just roll it out a bit, not too far. Just roll him up to the glue. Right, that'll do for there. And then if she starts sweeping just towards the rubber, and then I'm going to start, that's it, just keep sweeping towards the rubber, and then I'm going to start gluing the rest of the way, and we'll just carry on like that. So hopefully we'll get some progress done tonight. Hi guys, so sadly that is just the end of the footage we have for the roof. We didn't actually get any more at all on top of the roof. The roof's been down for a while now, but it is being tacked around the edge and trimmed back. I haven't finished the fascia and soffit yet, so I still have to film that, and I still got to do all the installation of the eaves. So hopefully over the next coming weeks, over the weekends, I can get that sort of finished up and filmed and added into another video. But the next video in line will be all the internal installation, electrics and boarding. So hopefully you guys keep an eye out for that before Christmas. So if you have enjoyed this video guys, please do give it a thumbs up. If you've got any sort of feedback on the process, or if you're just enjoying these videos, do let us know, because we are enjoying making them, and we are surprised that people seem to be enjoying them as well. So thank you very much guys for your support and watching, and we'll see you in the next video.